Hi, this is Engineer Adil. I'm taping this video from Kerala, India, where I'm spending my vacation. This time I wanted to talk about a novel. It's called The 40 Rules of Love by the Turkish writer Elif Shafak. It's a lady writer, very well-known writer. She has many books, but this book was the most well-known and was translated into many languages. What made me think about this book that I read maybe 2-3 years ago is it's closer to life. It happened, things that happen into it happen into my life. One day after we were having lunch, as we do all our family on Friday, my mother was going to a religious lecture kind of thing we have here. And I told her, you know what, Mom, why don't you take Brenda, my wife, Brenda, with you? And she was startled and she said, well, no, I cannot take her. And I said, well, Mom, why can't you take her? She said, well, because she doesn't have hijab on. So I took her to the side and I said, hijab is the veil where the Islamic women wear. It's called hijab. It's the veil, headscarf. So I took her on the side and I said, you know, Mom, if you don't take Brenda to these things so she can learn about your ideas, your religion, how do you expect her to learn anything? How do you expect her to learn your religion and the way you think and to get closer to you? This thing happened exactly the same in the novel 40 Rules of Love. It's actually about two parallel stories between a lady that her marriage was stagnant, a Jewish lady married in New York, and the meeting of one of the revered Sufi religious person, Jalal ad-Din al-Rumi, with Ismail al-Tabrizi. Jalal ad-Din al-Rumi is a very well-known philosopher, a thinker, and his books are taught and still are taught in the university about his philosophy. It talks about life in general. It talks about how to find God. Now, Ibrahim al-Tabrizi, when he came to him, Jalal ad-Din al-Rumi was a revered cleric in Turkey, in Konya, Turkey, and he taught him to really search for true faith. One of the things he told him is to go to a bar and get him 2 bottles of wine. So, of course, Jalal ad-Din al-Rumi, he said, how can I do that? I'm very well known, and I'm a religious person. I have sermons every Fridays, and I tell people not to drink. How do you want me to go to a bar? Well, what he wanted to teach him is that, well, what do you teach people to be revered, to be important, to have more money, to have more status, or to be closer to God? Because when you don't want to go to a bar, then you care too much about your image. Oh, look, the cleric is in the bar. Of course, I don't want to ruin the story for you and tell you what happened in the bar, but his message also was that he wanted him to go to those people because these are the people that most needs showing the way to go to the right path. Because those people are lost. People that are going to the mosque, are going to the church, they already know God. They are on the path. They are on the right path. But the people that are in the bars, the people that are in the brothels, are the people that needs the people like Jalal ad-Din al-Rumi to go to them and talk to them. What happens actually is people shun them. If you shun them, how would they learn? If you cast a stone at them, if they come close to you, you cast a stone at them and you call them names, a hooker or a bar or a drunk, or how would you keep him? You push him away further and further from you. You need him to be closer to you. That's, of course, one of the messages. Now, the 40 Rules of Love is not about the love between the man and a woman. It's about the love of God, the search for God, and that actually at the end you find that God is inside of you. God is really, to know truly to know God is to truly know yourself, because God, a part of God is in us. When God uh, blew his spirit into Adam to give him life, that God is there. God is in us. God is in all of us. Even if you don't talk about this, if you don't like the spirituality and philosophy, the novel by itself is a good, really good novel to read. It's just a good novel, and I think after you read it, it'll give you more meaning about life and about your relationship with other people. I hope you enjoy it. It's called The 40 Rules of Love. Thank you, and I hope I'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.